My name is Mark Latimer. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a percussionist with the President's Own, and I joined the band in January of 1997. My first inauguration was in January of 1997 for President Clinton's second inaugural, and I had just joined the Marine Band a few months prior and had just arrived in Washington, D.C. So one of my first jobs with the Marine Band was preparing for the inauguration. The Sunday before the inauguration, we have a dress rehearsal at the Capitol at approximately 4 in the morning, and that was one of the first jobs I participated with the Marine Band. That said, it was one of those memorable moments that felt very new and exciting to me, practicing at 4 in the morning. This will be my 5th inauguration. I've had President Clinton's second, 2 President Bush inaugurations, and last inauguration was for President Obama. The mission of the Marine Band is to perform for the President of the United States, whether it be at the White House for the inauguration or other presidential events throughout Washington, D.C. I prepare for the inauguration by making sure all of our equipment is in good order for the ceremony as well as the parade. I've learned that in preparing for the inauguration, no matter how many layers of clothing I wear, I will still be cold. The ceremony itself is very awe-inspiring. The people that are present for the inauguration are as excited as we are to be there, and you can feel the electricity throughout the ceremony. Participating in the inauguration is, of course, an honor. It's a privilege to be there, and when I explain the event to friends and family, they're, of course, very proud and wish they were there in attendance as well. Obviously, the Marine Band performs many marches for the ceremony. John Philip Sousa, Fillmore marches. I very much enjoy Americans We, Chimes of Liberty, Stars and Stripes, and many others. I have 2 memorable moments from past inaugurations. The first was my very first inauguration with President Clinton, walking around the Capitol before the ceremony began, running into Wolf Blitzer from CNN, kind of put it in perspective that, yes, this is really taking place and that I am participating in this inauguration. The second memorable moment that I can recall vividly is President Obama's last inauguration. Walking out from inside the Capitol to our concert setting and seeing the mass amount of people that was present for that ceremony was very much a memorable experience. The most memorable moments of any inauguration in the parade is when the Marine Band gets close to the presidential box. And this is evident when we see the camera lights and the president standing up with the first family, and knowing that we're right there in front of the president is quite an experience. Dealing with the elements during the inauguration is, of course, a challenge. The timpani can have condensation on the heads and can pose an issue with the sound of the drums, so I have to be prepared for that. Personally, I think I just have to grin and bear the cold and know that it's an exciting moment and it's a privilege to be there. The drums that we carry in the parade are traditional rope tension snare drums that have been with us for many, many years and have been involved with many inaugurations. We wear a sling to hold the drums in place when we march, so that's always a challenge because the drums are not always stationary for us while we're marching, but we've done this long enough and are experienced enough to keep them in place. And I think the drums sound and look fantastic with the Marine Band. I think I'm most looking forward to the swearing-in ceremony, playing with the band before the president takes the oath. I look forward to being a part of the inaugural soundtrack, which the Marine Band has provided since 1801.